YouTube, what up? It's your boy Coach Wiz. We back with another reaction video. Today we got Scap Attack, the bagless one, a LeBron James story. Is LeBron James skilled? And if not, how he scored so many points? We're gonna get into that. If you want that IGL basketball hoop, great for birthdays, holidays, gifts. You got a youngster that's trying to work on a game. Super easy to assemble. A really good basketball rim. I wouldn't lie to you. Trust me. I use it. I'm probably going to go use it after this. If you would like that, 10% off in my description. Let's get to it. Shout out to y'all, man. Give me some more ideas on what y'all want to see. Oh, before I get started, actually, I will be doing a series on these street ballers and YouTube hoopers. Yep. We're going to do it. Some of my younger viewers have been asking for it, so I got y'all. But don't worry, we still will have the nostalgia reactions too, and we still working on our game. I'm combining everything because I can do that. Let's get to it, man. Let's go. I'm excited about this one.
And 87 career points, the pinnacle of NBA scoring for nearly 35 years since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar retired following the 1989 season. But that all changed on February 7th, 2023, when LeBron James eclipsed that mark to become the NBA's all-time scoring leader. But does that accomplishment...
Real quick, I remember watching that game, and I remember they were like zooming in on LeBron doing highlight or during his pregame, he was doing hook shots. Like, it just made me so mad. I don't know why, but I was like, bro, you know you're not finna come out here and shoot no hook shot. It would have been cool. It would have been dope. But it's things like that that's like, I don't know.
Make him the NBA's greatest scorer. Certainly not when talking about skill, scoring diversity, and overall ability in terms of shooting, ball handling, footwork.
Facts.
Of course, we are talking about a player's bag. And when evaluating LeBron James, he has a pretty undeniably limited range. But against all odds, LeBron James has still managed to become the NBA's all-time scoring king, even in the face of his minuscule to non-existent skill set. This is a story of perseverance, determination, and one player's never-ending assault of the basket, since he realistically can't do anything else. The bagless one, the LeBron James story.
Yo, Scapatech, you are crazy. You are now my supporters are gonna love this. They're gonna love this. Scapatech, you are crazy. The bagless one. Yo, what?
And we have seen a never-ending display of elite skill sets throughout NBA history, which seem to get progressively more and more absurd as the years have gone on. While you know the look of a huge bag when you see one, typified by a dazzling array of elite shot-taking and making abilities, endless range, and a series of sick handles, how does one actually quantify or define a bag? As with most things in sports, it will require the proper context. And from an early age and stage of his NBA career, it became evident that LeBron James was an absolute freak athlete, something which has remained the case to this very day, as his size and athleticism, coupled with his durability and passing ability, has made him one of the all-time greats. But to call him an all-time great scorer is a crime against the sport of basketball. And from the time LeBron entered the league, it was apparent he was a limited scorer.
So what y'all think about that? Is he one of the best scorers ever? He's clearly not. I mean, he's not even like a... So how we doing this? Because to me, when I think about like the elite scorers, I'm thinking about Mike, Kobe, guys like Bird, Durant. Did I say Kyrie? Like those type of Tracy McGrady. Those players come to my mind. Like when I'm talking about elite, because they have that package. They have the footwork. They can turn over either shoulder and knock down fadeaways or jump shots. Somebody's calling me. I'm sorry. They got the range, the handle. They can post up. Scorers can do a lot of different things. Oh, Carmelo Anthony. I'm tripping. Shout out to Melo. LeBron isn't that to me, right? I don't look at him as a scorer. I look at him as more of a facilitator, a well-rounded basketball player. But I don't look at him as a scorer. But that's kind of hard to say when you know what I mean, when you have the scoring record. Which, in my opinion, you only got that because of, what I'm saying, you've been playing for forever. So you're gonna break tons of these records. Again, nowadays, all the stats and everything they're gonna be inflated. They just are. It just is what it is, right? But yeah, I don't like a LeBron James diehard fan is gonna say he's got the scoring title. I'm like, I can't really say he doesn't because he does. And I can't really say he's not a scorer because he has that. But I don't personally look at him as a elite all-time great scorer, which is crazy.
In his first NBA season during the 2003-2004 season, he shot just 307 of 925 outside of 5 feet from the basket, good for roughly 33%, and for virtually all of LeBron's first stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers, spanning 7 seasons of his career. The vast majority of LeBron's points came on dunks, layups, or free throws, which is why when the pace of play was dialed down in the postseason, and James came up against a defense committed to clogging the basket and taking his easy shots away, James struggled. This was particularly apparent when James came up against the Spurs in the 2007 NBA Finals and shot just 36% from the field for that series. The Celtics in the 2008 Eastern.
This is what I'm talking about. Young Hoopers, if you're out there and you're watching this, okay? This is why the mid-range game is not dead. This is why you need that in your arsenal. Because what those teams did is they clogged up the paint and they made him take jump shots. Mid-range jump. The Spurs actually made him take mid-range jump shots. So you need to be able to get to your spot in 1 or 2 dribbles, have a pull-up, and you need to be able to do that with either hand. Not shoot it with either hand, but get there comfortably and get to that shot with either hand. All these threes, man. You got to work on the fundamentals. You got to work on the basics. I'm tired of seeing kids go to the basketball courts immediately shooting threes. Where the form shooting at? Why don't you start shooting from up close? And then slowly, gradually, like how you warming up just shooting a bunch of threes? No, don't get me started up in here.
Conference semifinals when he shot again roughly only 36%, and when he shot 44% against those same Celtics in 2010. In fact, during his first 7 seasons in Cleveland, James shot just 47.5% overall from the field and only 45% during the playoffs over that same span of time. Less easy baskets for LeBron meant much less efficient scoring. As for the first 7 years in Cleveland, he made 2,863 of his 4,210 shots from 5 feet and in to the basket. Good for 68% field goal percentage, whereas he shot just under 36% from anywhere beyond 5 feet from the basket. But
Scott bringing them facts out, Brian. You bringing them facts out, Brian. So what do y'all say to somebody that's like, so it's not his fault he gets to the basket? What do y'all say to that? Hey, I'm keeping it real. I'm just asking.
But once LeBron took his talents to South Beach to build his first super team, his shooting percentages have gone up markedly, as from the 2011 season, his first in Miami, spanning all the way to the 2023 season, this most recent one. James is shooting nearly 52.5% from the field during that time. That is a 5% increase from his first 7 seasons with the Cavaliers. This must just be because LeBron has been improving his game and getting better at his craft.
Yo, Scap is crazy, man.
Well, actually, it just means LeBron has had to systematically surround himself with the perfect assortment of players in order.
Y'all gonna be mad at me, but I do feel like he worked on that jump shot. He did work on that jump shot. He did work on that post fade for sure. He did. I'll give him that. He did. He did work on those two things, but he also had great talent around him too.
In order to space the floor to a point, defenses were incapable of clogging the lane. This ensured LeBron the ability to take more easy shots from 5 feet and in to the basket. For his 20-year career, LeBron James has attempted 11,287 of his 28,044 shots from within 5 feet of the basket, which is just about 40% of his total shot attempts. On those such shots, he has a field goal percentage of nearly 71%, while he has made just over 37% of all of his shots throughout his 20-year career outside of 5 feet. Yet, we are perpetually inundated with fairy tales about the alleged efficiency of LeBron James due to his career nearly 51% shooting percentage. But DeAndre Jordan has the highest career shooting percentage in NBA history at 67.5%, and he also has the highest effective field goal percentage, while Rudy Gobert has the highest true shooting percentage in NBA history. All the while, the alleged greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry, is not in the top 5 in any of those metrics. Obviously, though, those other guys are primarily shooting dunks and layups, while Steph Curry is operating 25 to 30 feet away from the basket. But for some reason, the context of LeBron James and his lack of shooting ability and scoring prowess is never factored into his scoring limitations. Being the all-time leading scorer in NBA history does not necessarily make one a great scorer. It means you have had the durability and longevity it requires to reach.
I 1,000% agree with that statement. That's what I was just saying. I agree with that. It's interesting though, because people don't like you look at Shaq, right? Like we don't say Shaq is a great scorer. We just say he was dominant. And I'm not saying LeBron is Shaq, but I'm just saying like I agree. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that he's a great scorer.
Reach those scoring thresholds. Karl Malone retired following the 2003-2004 NBA season, and for nearly 20 years, he was the second leading scorer in NBA history. He currently still sits number 3 on the all-time list, above players like Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kobe Bryant. Has Karl Malone ever been discussed or regarded as one of the greatest scorers in NBA history? No more so.
We speaking the same language right now. We speaking the same language right now.
Then DeAndre Jordan or Rudy Gobert are thought of as basketball's greatest shooters. LeBron James has led the league in scoring just once in his 20-year career, while he's led the league just once in total points scored during that time.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
He isn't top 5 in most career 40, 50, or 60-point games. He is literally dwarfed by Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant in all 3 of those categories, despite playing more games than all 3 of them. In addition to his 37% career shooting percentage outside of 5 feet from the basket, LeBron James is also the NBA's all-time leader in turnovers, boasting nearly 500 more than second place on that list, Karl Malone. While LeBron James has displayed an unworldly amount of durability throughout his career, and no doubt has made exceptional career decisions on which super teams to assemble, one thing no one should mistake him for is having a robust basketball skill set. Because if you have really been paying attention over the last 20 years, or if you care to dig into the context of his scoring, it's pretty easy to see why LeBron James has one of the smallest bags we have ever seen.
Scap attack, scap attack. I don't know. What y'all think about that? I agree, though. I don't think he's a scorer. I've never looked at him like a scorer. I've always looked at him like a facilitator, a point forward. Can do a little bit of everything. It's hard to say someone's an elite scorer when they're not an elite ball handler or shooter, or don't have that elite footwork. It's just hard for me to say that. But hey, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a average basketball coach. You know what I'm saying? But I am Coach Wiz. I'm out of here. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Give me some ideas. Peace.